All right, welcome to Talkin' Investing. I am Tom, and as always, this is not financial advice. Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. We're going to do our daily update. We're also going to look at a few things we have not looked at in the past. If you're watching this video, there's more than a 50% chance that you have not subscribed. So please do us a favor. If you enjoy this content, Bitcoin and the Bitcoin mining companies, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also, do us a big favor and smash the like button. It helps the channel out a lot, and it helps get this video out to more people. Lastly, in our pinned comment, you will see a link to our free Discord. So we mostly talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners on the Discord. So please come on over and join us there as well. Okay, let's talk Bitcoin and the miners. Before we go over the big board, I'm just going to show you Hive blockchain because right now on TradingView, it's showing the wrong numbers because of the reverse split. They're confused. So the real numbers are right here. Hive blockchain was down 10% on the day. They did their 5-to-1 reverse stock split today. It's down another 10%. So had they done this split when they initially announced it immediately, it would have been at $6.25. It's now at $3.82. So you can see this is down drastically over the last week and a half since they announced this. We'll talk about that more later, but I just wanted to give you the correct number here because on the big board, that number is totally incorrect. This is the Bitcoin miner big board. So you'll see mostly red. Again, you're going to see Hive up 349%. That's not real. It's down 10%. So actually, the only thing green on this board is DigiHost, up 3.5%. So like I say, almost every day, there seems to be at least one outlier moving in the other direction. DigiHost is at historic lows, so for whatever reason, it bounced a little bit today. Everything else on the entire board is red, and they were pretty deeply red today, despite the fact that Bitcoin was not. So we'll look at the Bitcoin charts later, but as you look at this, Core Scientific was down 9.5%, Marathon was down 9.37%, Riot was down 8.6%. Those are the three biggest publicly traded Bitcoin miners, and they had massive down days, but everybody else was down pretty hard as well. Bitfarms down 6%, Hut 8 down 8%, Iris Energy was down 11.67%. I'll give you a minute to look at the rest of the board so that you can see any of the miners that you're interested in that I may not have mentioned, but you will see, unless it's DigiHost, it was red today, and this was a severely red day. So this very much had to do with the NASDAQ. NASDAQ was way down today. So while Bitcoin did not follow along with the NASDAQ like it usually does, the Bitcoin miners did follow along, and they had a very bad day. So small cap high growth stocks today got destroyed. If you look at the small cap EV stocks, if you look at really all of my small cap watch lists are down drastically. And also Snapchat had bad earnings today. So all of the social media stocks crashed today. Snapchat, I think, was down 40-something% on the day. So those are not small cap, but they are high growth stocks. And the small cap high growth stocks got wrecked today. And the Bitcoin miners, unfortunately, got pulled right down with them. Okay, so having said that, let's look at the actual chart. This is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. So as always, there is a line, an orange line from where the US equity markets closed yesterday. So when the equity markets closed yesterday, Bitcoin was at $29,043. So you can see we spent the vast majority of the time between now and then above that. We did, of course, as it always seems to be the case, this is 9:15. So from 9:15, and then of course the market opened at 9:30, we took a huge run down. We tested this line at 28.8, and I have another line that I just added. So I'm going to show you this green line. This green line is down to a few candle wicks, and it's just $200 difference. So, you know, it's not a big difference, but we seem to be candle wicking down to about 28,600. This line at 28.8 seems to be holding strong on the 1 hour time frame or bigger. So again, that was right off the bat this morning. So all the Bitcoin stocks were down. Bitcoin was down. The NASDAQ was down. However, you can see Bitcoin quickly recovered. An hour and a half into the trading day, we were above where we were when we closed yesterday. We stayed above that all day. This aqua colored line right here is where Bitcoin was when the equity markets closed on Friday of last week. So that was 5 days ago. We're still above that spot right here. So the Bitcoin miners got wrecked today, and several of them hit the new 52-week low. So I just want to go through those real quickly because on a day where actually Bitcoin was up on the day, the miners were way down. Marathon closed at $9 even, but you'll see its 52-week range, it got down to $8.74 today. So these numbers are unthinkable. All four of these that I'm going to show you, I don't imagine that most of us thought we would ever see these stocks at these prices again. Now, Marathon has some problems, and I'm going to take a look at that next. Riot, however, operationally is doing very well, but they hit $6.07 intraday today, and that is their 52-week low. So they closed at $6.27. This is almost down to a $5 stock. Hut 8 was down 8%. You can see its 52-week range, $2.19 9.34 cents. That was today, so it hit its 52-week low today. And Bitfarms also hit its 52-week low today. It closed at $1.69, but it got down to $1.64. So that's its 52-week low. So those are 4 of the larger miners that hit their 52-week low today on a day when Bitcoin was actually up since the market closed from yesterday to today's market close. I want to look at a couple of things in specific. We talked about Marathon. I want to go take a look at their pool because Marathon is trading at their 52-week low. And a part of that is that all the Bitcoin miners have been beaten down, but a part of that is their mining pool is not doing well again. So let's just take a look. Okay, this is according to BTC.com. So here's the Marathon mining pool. You'll see last month they said that they mined 49 blocks, so that's times 6.25. So that was a very bad result last month. You can see it was lower than the previous month, and none of these numbers have been stellar. They're mining in the neighborhood of 300 Bitcoin a month. Here we are on May 24th, and this says they've mined 37 blocks. So that's just over 230 Bitcoin. So they're back on track to mine maybe 300 or less Bitcoin in the month of May. So this theme has gone on far too long. So I just wanted to give everybody an update before the end of the month here. I mean, this is another month where they're going to be lucky to get to where they were last month. They should be somewhere reasonably just about in the same place, but that was not a good place. And this is not where Marathon expected to be at all. They were expecting to be probably somewhere in the neighborhood of triple this size by May of 2022. The last thing I want to look at real quickly, on the other side of the spectrum, here you've got Core Scientific. They're sharing their Bitcoin mining on a daily basis. So yesterday they mined 36 Bitcoin just in one day. So Core Scientific is continuing on their pace to mine somewhere around 1,100 or 1,200 Bitcoin a month. That's what they've been doing for the last few months. Okay, this is Bitcoin on the 4-hour chart. So you're going to see once again today, we had this morning after the equity markets opened, Bitcoin on this little bit of higher volume line. Bitcoin crashed all the way right down to this new line that we have at 26,800. And you can see a candle wick there and went all the way back up, all within a 4-hour candle. So from one perspective, it's very good that we held support, but you can see we're asking an awful lot from this line of support. We have tested this many, many times. So my concern is we've got momentum moving in the right direction, but I do think there's a window that's closing here. If Bitcoin doesn't make its move in the next 1 or 2 days, then this short-term rally that I've been looking for may not happen. I am looking at if we don't get there in the next 1 or 2 days, I'm just not sure we're going to get there. Okay, so this is Bitcoin on the daily time frame. If you remember, this is the 1,000-day moving average, which has been very strong support for like the last 7 years. It did go below this twice, but it stuck very close by it, and it very rarely goes below. We did candle wick below this on the day we flash crashed on May 12th down to 25,000, but you can see we finished the day way above. Here's our line of support at 28,800. You can see all of these candles. You know, we're coming up on 2 weeks in a row where we've been hanging around this line every single day. And the line has held, but you can see on a daily time frame, we're not building any momentum here in the upwards direction. This is extremely sideways movement. Whereas if you look at the daily RSI, we've gained a lot of momentum. We went from oversold, we were as low as around 24, and now we're at almost 39. So that has moved up quite a bit. At the same time, we had a bullish crossover on the MACD 4 days ago, and we've had green candles growing ever since then. So this is my concern. From this bullish cross through all these green candles, typically what you would see is a run up in the price of Bitcoin. But you're going to see right now, I've circled it, all we have is this very sideways activity. So all of these indicators are showing us that we should be getting some movement right now, and we're not. And the problem is, if we don't get it soon, we're going to run out of momentum. You can see how the histogram changes on this, right? We don't stay green forever. Dark green turns to light green, and then it turns to red. So we're wasting these green candles with no upward pressure at all. So again, I think we have 1 or 2, maybe 3 days, I don't know, but some short period of time to capitalize on this. Otherwise, it's likely the histogram is going to turn back around, and we're going to have to wait through a whole nother cycle. So I am putting a little bit of a sense of urgency on this, even though this is very, very sideways action. I do think it's really important that we make a break to the upside over the next couple of days, because if we don't, I'm afraid we're going to make a break to the downside. So I think we're going to figure this out either way by the end of this week. Right now, it is almost universally a negative mindset out there. Most people think we are not at a bottom and we are going lower. So there's no point in looking at price targets to the upside on these at the moment. Having said that, I do think a lot of these stocks are at their 52-week lows. So I have not yet taken the opportunity this week to dollar cost average in, but if this sustains itself, I will probably try to dollar cost average in sometime this week. And again, that is not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys to buy or sell any of these stocks. You've got to do your own due diligence, and you can see with almost all of these stocks at their 52-week low, right now these are highly volatile, dangerous stocks to invest in. So please be careful, and we will see you in the next update. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, please remember to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. So thanks again. We'll see you in the next video.